My hair.
The whole WL side was only getting picked on when they was coming at. They were talking about Phantom.
Oh no! Oh no! They picked on some of them at the show. No!
If you make
Sure, I guess. Gotta be worth it when you're the first time you see me is right beside this ting. This little ting right there. Hello, mud. Bro, today was like stark contrast to yesterday. And I would rather have how today went, obviously, than yesterday's go the way yesterday went. But oh my god. I got my actual booty kicked. What's up, Warlord? Did you change your numbers, Warlord? 66, I remember 66, but every time you crashed out at someone instead of in general. Well, okay, last night I crashed out at the end because you probably heard that part. But basically, Andre was like, "What's wrong with you today?" Because he was like, "You're not, and you're never like this, but I know when you're like this, and I know something's on your mind. Talk to me." He's like, "This isn't you. You're not allowed to act like this. You had." I was like, "Fuck." He's like, "You're not fucking smiling." Because usually, even when I'm like a little tilted, he can like do something, and then he'll get me to be like, you know, like, okay, all right. But he couldn't crack me, and so he's like, "Whoa, okay." Because he knows he could crack me, but he knows it's something fucking real when he can't crack me. Hey, yo. No. But, I know. But yeah, so after he said that, I crashed out. I crashed out hard enough to one of the servers was on the phone with, she's dating another one of the servers. And he talked to me today, and he was like, "I heard everything you were saying last night." And I was like, "Yeah, I know you did, because she was on the freaking phone with you." And he's like, "Well, I tried to tell her to move away because it was like it was like she was snooping." And I was like, "Well, I was crashing out in the middle of the bar. I didn't give a fuck who heard it." It's like, "Yeah, but like she was right beside me. It's not like I was like worried about people hearing." But it's funny because he's one of the people I was talking about, not in a bad way, but basically the hostesses. I've heard it on multiple occasions, and my sister just came to me a couple days ago, and she was like, "So I just heard what's her name saying blah 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 blah." So basically, the hostesses, if you get on their bad side, they will actually not sit you or sit you bad. And they have said on multiple occasions, "Oh, they're pissing me off. See if they get a good table anytime soon." That's not how life works. I mean, that's not how work works. That's how petty bullshit dumbass hoe works. But you should be getting fired right now. And I should be talking to the managers, but there's not really the season to be getting people fired, because if I did that, then there'd be like at least 2 get fired right now. But it happened to him. I was at the host stand and I was talking to the hostess. This was like a few weeks ago, and I was talking to her, and she's like, "Look over at so and so section." And I looked, and Now, if you know, you know. And this is not if you work in the restaurant industry, or if you've ever worked in the restaurant industry, you know the implications. I'm not going to imply the implications out loud, but you understand the implications. I looked at the section and she said, I sat him 3 times in a row. And it was a group of people that typically does not, and it is not an overbranching group. I have been blessed by this group, by this culture, and I have been absolutely fucked over by this culture. And it is not in their culture to tip. It's another country. But I looked over, and it was 3 tables of that culture. And we all know, in my restaurant, we all know what that fucking means. It means that she was intentionally sitting you with a stereotyped group of people that typically do not pay their table well. They just typically don't. Now, it is not, again, okay, I've done all that. I did my, like, walking on glass part. And I was like, you can't do that. And she goes, he fucked me over the other day. He pissed me off. He got on my bad side. And I was like, that's, okay, Jackie. I was like, okay. And I was just like, yeah, this isn't cool. Because I don't really like the person. I don't like him that much. Actually, he's gotten on my good side lately. And he's actually improved himself a lot. But I don't care if I like you or dislike you. There ain't no way I'm, like, okay with watching somebody mess with somebody else's career. It's just ridiculous. And somebody messing with somebody else's career, and that somebody that is messing isn't even... Sorry, that might have been gross. I'm sorry if you saw it. It's just, like, normal to me. Is somebody that doesn't rely on this job. This is like picks up shifts and shit and doesn't like care to be there that much, and like I think she just put in her 2 weeks. And I'm kind of like, get the fuck out, thank God. But other people are upset because she is somewhat decent at her job, but I think she's overrated and people overrate her. But she's also really friendly. Actually, I'm going to text Bryce right now. Yeah. Oh, but today, it was like the polar opposite. It was like, I went from not getting sat yesterday and like having basically an open section half the time, to getting absolutely wrecked, dude. I got, holy shit, which is great. I made bank, but like, it was like I even told the manager, I was like, I am not going to complain about making money. I am making money. I'm getting my ass kicked, but I'm making money. The problem is that I'm spending the entire shift so deep in the weeds that it's like a breath of fresh air when I dig myself out, only to be back in the weeds 10 minutes later. Like, that's how my whole That's how my whole fucking shift went. A 10-hour shift, no break, no food, other than like getting some food in here and there. My whole shift went like that. Just as soon as the table was up, which it got to the point where 3 tables would be ready to get up at the same time. So as soon as all 3 tables are ready to get up, they get up, it gets reset, boom, all 3 tables are sat again. At the same exact time. It's not that I'm mad that my tables are sat. And I'm not mad, I'm just like, there are other people on the shift being like, I'm not making any money. My table's open, nothing's happening. Why are we so busy yet my tables aren't getting set? This is what happened to me yesterday. Except I'm the one that's getting absolutely bombasted with tables over and over and over again. To the point where I'm losing my mind. I'm sweating. My feet were drenched. Like they were so hot. My feet hurt so bad because I was marching. Fucked up my knee back up because I forgot my brace today. I definitely should have had my brace for the double. It's like, ooh, it's still there a little bit. It's more like that rather than fucked up like it was. But I'm gonna need to wear my brace next week. I'm gonna need to wear my brace all season. I think that's just the safe route, because then I can just work properly. But it was ridiculous. Like at one point, she sat me 11 people. But before that, she sat me a 2-top. And then she goes, I have 11 people. I'm going to sit them at 90. Can you take it? Or no, I need you to take it. And I was like, you just sat me. And she's like, well, this table's for you. I won't sit you over here. And I was like, because I think somebody else turned it down. And I was like, well, I don't like turning down tables. That's ridiculous. Because you never know when that table's going to bless you. Or when it's just going to be good money, you know? And so I was like, okay, all right, fine. Then just, yeah, don't sit me for a little while, and then I should be good. So she sits me the 11 top in the back, like outside of my section. And then she still directly sits me all my other tables. I filled up my whole section right after that. So at one point, I had 11 over here, and then I had another 12 top in my section. I had a 3-top I had a 5-top past them, and I had a 2-top in my booth. All sat within a 10-minute period. Now, Mud, other people, this might go over your head. Mud understands what that means. That means I'm so absolutely fucked out of my mind at work right now. And it showed. I had this one table livid. Except I think she would have been mad. The 5-top was really unhappy with me. But I think she would have been mad even if she got, like, I don't know, the best meal of her entire life. I think she would have found a way to be mad. So it's whatever. But then she wasn't paying the check. Like, Gramps was paying the check. But then he was about to tip me 20%. And then his wife leaned over and she goes, well, she didn't get her broccoli. And there was dressing on her salad. And she asked for no dressing on her salad. And then so he's like, all right. And he switched to 18% because the lady was staring at his fucking check. I was like, stop that. That's not my fault. It's not my fault that the kitchen didn't send out broccoli. And the kitchen sent the salad out with dressing on it. Well, it is. It is. Because I didn't ring in the broccoli and I didn't ring in no dressing. Or dressing on side. But who the fuck gets a salad with dressing on the side? Shut up. It was a mistake. But I was so in the weeds, I wouldn't have missed it. I even wrote it down. But I just missed it because I was moving too quick. Because I was trying to catch up. I was trying to, as soon as I turned my back, this sweet tea's out, this Coke's out, this Sprite's out. Oh, back there, lemonade's out, water's out, water's out. Oh, over here, you're ready to check out. Oh, you want desserts? Okay. And I haven't been able to even accomplish the first Sprite that was out. Fuck. But this is like happy ranting, happy bitching, because I made good money. And I left very quietly because of the money I made. And other people did not make that money. Other people... Oh, one guy... Oh, gosh. I find out at 8 p.m. We close at 9. I found out at 8 p.m. that the host stand thought that this guy had called out of his shift, called out of work. He got there early at 3 p.m. He got there early, and he had been there from 3 p.m. to 8 p.m. And they didn't even think that he was there. They thought it was an open section, and so they were having people pick up in his section. How? How do you do this? How do you accomplish this? How is this something that is possible when you have vision on the whole serving area, and his section was in a very like visible spot of the restaurant? Like, it's not like he was upstairs or in the corner or anything. Like, how the hell do you go for 5 hours and you don't know that he's there? It was just, I felt so bad for him.
Whole WL side was only getting picked on when they was coming at. They were talking about Phantom.
Oh no! Oh no! They picked on some of them at the show. No, 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 no! If you make a joke about a streamer that nobody watches, about a community meme, nobody will think it's funny. They make jokes about people that are big and relevant, and a lot of those guys are WL. They scared to.
Wait, it got merged? I don't want it to get merged. This is 2 different tickets, motherfucker. No! Shiro Fukuro? Why'd you do that, Shiro? Might finish your Nightfall Vanquisher tonight? That'd be so great for you. Damn you, bro. Not you, you. Not you guys. This guy. When did Guild Wars come out? Is 10 plus years old accurate? When I typed that? It's gotta be. It was like pre-2010. It was like... I believe they did Reforged for 20 years. Okay. Let me chillin'. Alright, well. I can't tell if they're gonna address my ticket or not. I mean, probably early. The sequence. What's 9 PST? Oh yeah, I think it was like 3 p.m. for me. Yeah, I remember. I responded to this. Okay.
To roast women, how come no female streamers get roast? Buddy, how many insider memes of women streamers are there? There's less because it's a male-dominated industry. There's less popular female streamers by sheer density. Therefore, there's less jokes to be made about popular streamers because there's less of them. Jesus Christ, how hard is it to understand?
The whole WL side.
Living with his parents. You're sitting on your tummy, big guy. You look like you're really short.
Really, bro? I'm short?
You are short, buddy.
Stand up then, bro. See how tall you are.
Okay, fine. Now what? Yeah, not talking a big game now, buddy.
My bad, bro.
Yeah.
I don't like when people wear fake mustaches.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, you're wearing Uggs and you're a grown man. Shut up.
He said you
Yeah. Shut it, toots.
Oh.
A one, a two, a three, a four. I sound like Count Dracula.
You sound like the Tootsie Roll owl.
Wait, let me see. Damn, why is that elite ball knowledge? What the hell is how you know that, man? I guess you know everything, Mr. Beast.
No, dude, you look like that one meme of the of that. I think it's like Chester the Cheeto. He's like this with the Hennessy bottle. No, it's the Pink Panther, dude. You look like the Pink Panther with the Hennessy bottle.
Brother. Swagalicious, my dude.
Appreciate that. You look like a French painter. Do you look like
You are immaculate, my friend.
who the fuck are you, Mark Zuckerberg? Put the camera back on that guy. What's in the fridge?
Your mom.
Well, tell her to get the fuck out.
You was born when? 70s? You unk for sure.
70s. You look like you smoked the first cigarette.
Living with his parents.
You're sitting on your tummy, big guy. You look like you're really short.
Really, bro? I'm short.
that being the first one is kind of sad because that is the best one. You're sitting on your tummy, big guy. Okay. I saw these on my front page, so I'm gonna watch them. Oh gosh, this beautiful sound. Oh, I remember it being late at night, and I turn it on, and I'm supposed to be in bed, and I'm hiding under my covers, and then it makes that noise, and I'm like, oh shit! And you turn it down. Is this Sinnoh? What is that? Like mashup characters? No, they're just like made up characters. Are we making up Pokemon? Lucario? That's not a made up Pokemon. Run away from her! Get away! What is this, black version? The areas don't look like Sinnoh to me. I think it's black. That's kind of cool. This is what matters.
If you could go back to the beginning, what would you try to change? Who would you try to save? Who would you trust? And who would you try to hold on to? Just a little bit longer. Because in Night City, a city of punks, thugs, fixers and corpos, warlords, drug lords, joy toys, rocker boys. A city of legends. All you really have is how you'll be remembered. And who remembers? In Night City, you don't fight to win. Or even to stay alive. You do it so that one day, you might just make it to the major leagues. And just for a moment.
Check it.
Be something that fucking mattered.
We'll never fade away.
That was good. That was nostalgic. Not a control game. Oh god. Oh god. We all know how I feel about control. Lord of mercy, none of that shit, please. I will not be partaking. I shan't. Shan't. I don't know. One of those. It's one of them. I shalln't. Probably not that one, but.
Quit following me.
Challenge? Type of onion? I don't know, I guess so. I ain't no cook. I ain't no chef. Oh, look. 3,000? We can get a level here. And we gotta fight Venti anyway. Not Venti. Oh, wait, but I need to do... Oh, maybe this will work. Fight Venti. Silly Billy. Oh, wait, do I have a... Oh, wait, I don't need to have one. I was about to say I need a portable teleporter, because we're back here at freaking wind. Hypostasis, bitch ass. But we don't actually need that for that guy. Oh, you know what I have?
Relax.
You think I've got a sharp tongue? I just tell it like it is. If someone can't handle it, maybe that's their problem.
Forgot I had it.
Relax.
Singular glass of wine. My favorite wine. Bartender gave it to me. Oh, you know, okay. You know why? Okay. By the way, I mean, this isn't a flex because it's free. But this right here, looking about like 7, maybe 7.5 ounces. This is $40. 40 at the restaurant. Of course, it's not really that much. Share is a nice little warming. But yeah, the bartender, he got a check. It was a $28 check, and Jesus. Bro's doing global explosions. Apple. He got a $28 check, and the lady, like, she tipped him $1,000. Actually, it's my buddy. She just, like, blessed him for Christmas. He comes to stream sometimes.
Following me.
Well, he was just, like, on cloud 9, obviously. So, because obviously, like, he made his whole day worth of money. And then he received that. So he was like, hey, you want some wine? And he knows which one my favorite is, so he just poured it for me. Yeah. Oh god. Let's really think about this approach that I'm approaching. Who is approaching? Let's think about who is stepping up to the plate over here. You're gonna die really quickly. Alright, Mud, what do you think the solution in this scenario is? I feel like maybe it's not force out Hexarai, right? The Hexarai overload, right? Because I don't have any healing. Being my problem. Saya! Ugh, I got a little burp. Blow wave. What's up, Saya? How you doing? I mean, the damage coming out of this team. Right. Yes. Actually, yes, but that can't be. The damage coming out of this team feels good. Feels better than no Nahida. But there's no heal and no shield. Which is a big problem, especially because it's overload. A lot. So I go to aggravate. Does that just mean I take Durin off? And I go for, like, I guess just back to Bennett? Or I could go... already sat here trying to force out Toma on him. Well, I actually was wondering if, like, 2 Dendro, 2 Electro works, and I could just eventually build Yao Yao up. Obviously. I mean, it does work because of aggravate. And then she runs heals, right? Does the ult stay out? Yao Yao's Dendro Res? She has to be on field, right? Okay. So that would be the problem, though, is because... is because of Sino's uptime. So Yaya doesn't really work because Sino needs to be up. So if Sino's uptime, it needs to be complemented by a shield or an off-field heal like Bennett's. Oh, her E attacks or heals. Oh, okay. So it'll attack. It can be. She can be off field with this thing, and then it'll attack if my healing is up, and then if my healing is down, then it'll. 10 seconds though. That's bad. Yeah, I don't think Yaya works. That's fine now. Alright, my other options would be Toma for the added damage and the shield. Zhong. Back to Benny Boy. Not really kooky. Crazy if I go Candace. Duration 9 seconds. Increase by 3 seconds. Her being an off-field Hydro is like C6 dependent, right? I guess it's just Bennett. Bennett's the only, like... I mean, Bennett or Zhang. Whatever. We just don't worry about this team for a while.
Laid bare.
Everybody stand!
Wind strike. Clouds high. The birds.
Access denied. Blaze over.
Roby tootin'. Yeah, right, buddy. Really like how drawn out that part is. For some reason I thought this was a dream solvent. I like sat here being like, why does a dream solvent look like this?
Transfixed.
I'm going in!
Fallen leaves. Adorn.
Born of ice and frost.
This shall
Okay, Abel.
not be my fate.
next on the agenda? We're way behind.
Adventure.
The wind knows me.
My contract goes unfulfilled. Yeah, everybody stand.
Okay. No, you bastard.
Off we go. Lady Bear. I hear children singing. One with nature. Clouds high. The birds call.
I'm just not respecting him. Dying 3 times to the animal hypostasis is wild.
Time to go.
Let's light it up. Everybody stand back.
Oh my god, how many times do I have to fucking... Ay, ay, ay!
Light it up.
I wonder if I'm tired.
Adventure time. Off we go. Adventure time.
Jesus, Pete. Lord have mercy, someone get this man off the keys. Oh, I don't want to fucking teleport away.
Everyone hold hands. Strike a pose. Let the world collide. Stand with me. I'll settle this. This made her distant.
Flicker.
Flicker. Ugly. Actually, ugly. Ugly son of a bitch.
Our bond is strong. A minute to nip. Stand with me.
VENTIIII.
Shower me with... Our bond is strong.
Here you are.
This may hurt a little. Stand with me.
Bro's got plot armor. I hit 0 before you could have that animation.
Grow.
Flicker.
Flicker. Oh, look at that big Vyuda. That's beautiful. Oh shit, I forgot. Oh wait, we can trounce with the last 30. Let's trounce some hoes. Where's that last hoe to trounce? Like deep in here, isn't it? This one? Here. There's only 2 in Fontaine, right, Mudge? Two Fontaine, and then otherwise the newest one would have been Sumeru. Of what I have. Whale and Arle. Once a new one comes, the third oldest gets booted. What if a character comes out that needs an old one? And you're out of juice. Quite the stockpile.
Into the wind. One with wind and cloud.
Access denied. Let's light it up. Teamwork is
Wind strike.
born of ice and frost.
Transfixed.
Wanted my full attention, did you?
Ooh, skilly.
Overruled. Everlasting as the moon. Laid bare. I'm going in.
The wind knows me.
Access denied.
Transfixed.
What's happening? Die. Leave my heart of the Oasis alone.
This is where
One with nature. Falling leaves. Adorn my night.
I like this song. I like that they're... One thing I love about orchestra music is, you know, there's like a fucking group of people just absolutely having a time of their motherfucking lives.
Commendable.
Like jamming out, making this incredible music, and they're just having the time of their fucking lives. Like, you know, that's what's happening. Like, easy. That person on the flute's like, and the dude's on the drums like, oh man, I bet that's like the best feeling. They all always have fucking like goosebumps all the time because they're like creating something so epic. Like, I get goosebumps listening to it. I can't imagine what it's like creating that shit, you know? So cool. Thing you miss about being a band kid? What did you play? Oh, Mud. Okay. Opinion time real quick. Alright. Sino, as it stands. Missive Windspear seems like best in slot for what we have of Sino. 2000 attack, 62, 186. I either get Fjord Spear this time, and then I get another Wolf Fang later, or I get a Wolf Fang for... My real sword options would be Durin, because the passive is good for Durin. Or I get the Wolf Fang for Kamisato, because he has Wolf Fang right now. Kamisato would be sitting on Black Blade. Black Blade? Yeah. For what carries I have, unless you think maybe the bow for... No, we're like wrong options. Right, because even if I get like a spear character, I could just put Fjord on that character after... If I was like swapping it. But I could also get Silent, but it seems like the bow, other than being a stat stick, it seems like the bows don't matter that much. Like, I feel like Stringless is a better in slot than this. Aside from the crit rate. For Venti, I mean. Oh, especially because it's charge attack. So this would be bad for Venti. I already have one of these. Then I get Wolf Fang for Durin. Or I get Ballad of the Fjords. I mean, Sacrificial Jade, is this even viable? I mean, is it... Who would I even give this to? I guess Nahida, but she doesn't care about the HP part. I mean, I do already have deathmatch, so I could just put deathmatch on him. But Fjords just works so well for him. At least 3 different elemental types, so I could still have 2 Electro. It would just kind of lock out the 2 Electro, 2 Dendro. But that's okay. Because then I could just put Benny in. It's just like, as it stands, my 2 options are Wolffang is like interchangeable for a couple characters, or Ballad of the Fjords would be really helpful for Cyno. But Cyno's ratio is pretty good. Oh, but this ratio is dependent on good ass roll of a set that I'm not keeping on him. Eventually we're gonna get Thundering Fury on him. And that's a pretty good flyer. That's a pretty good flyer too. Oh, that's a pretty good flyer too. If the leaks be true about the new artifacts coming, goodness, about to be delicious. If the leaks be true. That's what my imagination went to. If the leaks be true about the new artifacts coming. You Bagnus! Hello, how you doing? So like the odds of me getting this ratio anytime soon gonna be pretty low. So I kind of just feel like I go Fjords, because Fjords just helps him. It'll give him his crit rate, spear, and it gives him all that EM, which is super helpful. I think we just take battle. And then if I really need to, I swap. Yeah, I just got to level 30. So I'm just kind of, as of right now, my options are get another Wolffang and give that to Durin. Or I get Ballad of the Fjords and give that to Cyno, because I really like Cyno. Cyno, Nahida, Furina, Kuki. Yeah. Still trying to cope with Cyno? Yeah, I mean, yeah. Technically, yeah, but... I mean, Cyno's just really, I just really like him. And I think his damage is, like, pretty underrated. It's just that we've been over this. Is you or the wine speaking? It's me! I think I just get Ballad, since I already have a Wolffang. And then we come back for the Wolffang later. On the next one. I am curious how much attack he's losing in this world, though. He only has a, I mean, I say only. He has a 2,000 with 541%. Do you think Missive is better? I mean, I guess that's dependent on if I can get a... Let me just see what... What did he scale at? I mean, he scales off of attack and EM. More EM, but like that's why both that's why Missive works for him, because it gives him 9 EM, 96 EM, and 24% attack increase on a elemental reaction. And then that'll refresh because he's with his ult, he's constantly reacting. Or I get Ballad, which gives him the 120. And it gives me crit rate on the spear. But I'm looking to this because of... Well, it doesn't even put Missive in here. Kind of weird. Event exclusive, it performs on par with White Tassel. White Tassel performs on par with Deathmatch. At R5, it performs just slightly worse than Staff of Scarlet. That would be Quick Bloom. So that would be if I did Furina. The Furina cookie one. And then I would have the best in slot for Aggravate and... Well, I mean, the best 4-star in slot. Oh, he looks fucking cool with it, too. DMC? Devil May Cry? Who's Devil May Cry? What's up, John? How you doing? Welcome back. Damn, some of these R5 ballads. I think I just go ballad. I won't regret it. Everything is saying that ballad is better anyway. Better than missive. And we got a Wishenstein. We wish for a weapon. We get weapon right here. Fuck. Well, we got a weapon, so I wasn't wrong. And then we wish over here, we get 5-star weapon from Battle Pass. Fuck. Okay, well, I was half wrong. 3-star, not 5. I have 122 here. Look at that. I can do that. Fuck. This is Stygian menacing with some friends we supported a noodle at, and God, we did it. That's sick. Congratulations, brother. That must feel good. Fuck, now we gotta upgrade the weapon. My gosh, let's give him Prospector's Drill. How much attack are we losing here? All of it. 1,000? Tree. The problem with Kooky is that his uptime, bro. Ugh, it's just so exhausting. And so just wait a year. Eventually they release the Sumeru updates. He's gonna get a fucking full-on buff.
Let's light it up! Everybody
As one with wind and cloud.
Glory of Ice!
Test subject.
The hearth. Now
Okay, I was not looking.
Access denied.
Bro, something got in my fucking eye. I almost missed that shot. Stray hair. One hair. Like went in between my glasses. Glasses. My glasses. Yeah. How's your day going, John? Do this another 3 times. Some fucking food. Delicious universal peace. Kind of ironic that Arlecchino I just said her name correctly? Who am I? I will not let that guy on YouTube make me say her name correctly. Unacceptable. This character development? No, it's Arlecchino. Arlecchino Cappuccino. Arlecchino Cappuccino. Kino der Toten? Yes, that was what I was hoping would happen. I'm streaming on different platforms? Yes, sir. I stream on Twitch and YouTube at the same time, simultaneously. So I have 2 chats running. So if you ever see me yapping to myself or responding to imaginary words, it is not because I'm schizo. You sent it Venti to 80, just missing some books. Congratulations, bro. I am working on 80. Oh, I got 80. Ooh, look who's missing some books as well. 200 blue books. Spent right there. And look at that. We just got ourselves a 5-star.
Something you wish.
Anything but Chi-Chi. And the bell. That's what we got.
Fuck!
One can hope, right, chat? One can wish upon a star.
Go.
Why are you not leveling Arle? Because I am broke as shit. And but Chi-Chi doesn't get Chi-Chi. Fuck! Well, I will take Chi-Chi over a 3-star. But I don't want Chi-Chi. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, guys. Because I'm broke as shit. None of my characters, even the ones... I put Kazuha because I got his little juice. I got his shit. Because Kazuha is my favorite. But nobody else gets... Look, 80 out of 90. I accidentally dumped 6 levels worth of books into him. 80 out of 90, 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 80 out of 90. Who else do we got? 80 out of 80? 80 out of 80? 80 out of 80. 80 out of 80. 80 out of 80? That might be the limit of my 80 out of 90s. Oh wait, now for VENTIIII. Okay, apparently Guide to Ballad I have neglected. I bet you, I'm gonna bet you I have so much Guide to Resistance and Guide to Freedom. What is it? This one? Okay. Well, oh yeah, look at all that freedom. Technically, I would have lost that bet. I know, so many. We got so many, don't we? So, I feel like this is... reverse this for now, right? Because of his infused animo. Is it that, or is it his... It's his ult that gives him animo, right? Wait, nothing says that he gets animo normal. Ultimate and then normal animo passive. squeaks. There's nowhere that says he gets it. Did they just not include it? After unleashing Venti rides the wind. Opponents hit by Skyward Sonnet fall slowly. Forms more precise. While aiming favorable winds will accumulate on the arrowhead. A fully charged wind arrow will deal animo damage. Forms up. They must have just not updated the tooltip. Not tooltip, but grip tip. That's the full one of that. Energy. That. I don't know. Westing. But yeah, so it'd probably just be normal attacks, right? Over his E, because his E doesn't matter as much as his for on field. What am I doing?
No touching.
Fallen leaves.
Adorn teamwork is strict.
I forget that full rotation on daily commission is very unnecessary. I forget such important things. Bro, I dropped a cup. Actually, someone bumped me really hard and I dropped a cup. And the cup went I was holding it and the cup went flying out of my hand. Like comically flying out of my hand over. And then now these cups are so easy to fucking break. It hit the absolute perfect corner, I guess. It bounced. I was wondering why my mouth was black. It bounced. I was like, what the fuck? It went ding! and then the second landing it shattered to all hell. I still had to clean it up. But it's so funny. Because there's like 4 of us there. We watched it fly after the bump. And then it went doo! And then it's like, how the fuck? Because the momentum it had, even with the momentum it had, it's like, oh, that's gone, that's done for. All right, time to get the broom. Like, I was already halfway to getting a broom, and then I heard it bounce. Not really, but I watched it bounce. But I was like watching it, and I was like going to get the broom, and I was like, wait, what the fuck? Like, you could have caught it out of the air because it bounced so heavily. Yeah, red wine don't be good. I mean, it's good. It's making me feel good. It's the purple tongue. I know when I'm talking. Stop looking at myself. I'll just block myself. No. Just drink your pain away like I do. Kid with the with the cup. You haven't had alcohol in years? Is it? I mean, I'm probably wrong. Is alcohol like you got fucked up and now you're having a version, or is it like you know what it can do over time for yourself? Because for me, that's how I am with liquor. I got so messed up off of liquor when I was in high school that I just can't do it. I get fucking sick. just got blackout for 2 months dealing with life, and then I felt better and stopped. Oh, okay. I mean, that's valid. Oh yeah, I remember Drunk Mud. I think I was playing Roblox around Drunk Mud era. I think there was some Roblox action. With some Drud.
Staring into my eyes is ill-advised.
Well, I know what espresso is. It's just straight coffee. Bro, I had a pot of fucking... Not a pot. Okay, it wasn't. So, okay, maybe this story is invalid. I was at work this morning for lunch, right? And a lady goes, could I get some hot coffee? Not with British. She had an Hispanic accent. I don't know why I went British for it. She asked for hot coffee, and she was like, is it fresh? I'll wait if it's not fresh. And I was like, I believe it's fresh. Because we should have brewed the coffee at like 10:30, right? Well, sometimes the prep kitchen will like go and brew the coffee, and that'll be like an 8 o'clock brew. And so not fresh. But it sits in a heated pot for a long time, you know, one of those big things, and you just, but it's like a hot pot. But so I was like, I believe it'll be fresh. Brought it to her. She's like, this is cold and not fresh. And I was like, she's like, I know my coffee. And I was like, oh, I bet you do. I doubt I said I bet you do, because that sounds petty as fuck. She's like, I can wait. And I was like, okay. And like, I didn't feel spite about it or anything like that. I just thought it was funny because I told her it was fresh. So I felt bad because I told her it was fresh, because I was standing on believing it was fresh because it should have been fresh. It should have been, we brew the coffee at right before open, because that's how you should be, especially at a fucking Italian restaurant. That's how we should be dealing with coffee. Because we have like authentic, it's like Lavazza or something. Like a good Italian company coffee that's been around for like 100 years or something like that. Someone complained similarly about their coffee being cold, as it was literally on the burner, but apparently not good enough, so I microwaved it for 2 minutes. Would that potentially cause legal issues? Sure. Did I care? Not in the slightest. How do you get legal issues from that, though? Like, legit question. We don't have people go, I think this is microwaved. Because sometimes people will just... Oh, yeah. Okay, that's valid. Like the whole McDonald's coffee situation. Gosh, imagine being that guy. You actually push the legal matter and you get like millions. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I don't think I can really do it with my public defender. I think I'm gonna, the lawyer that I hired for my DMV case, I think I'm gonna sit down with him and be like, all right, I don't know the law, as you know, for the most part, like pretty much at all, but I need to understand if we have a case here for like a potential settlement against the department. You know, just understanding my situation and where it really is malpractice and where it feels like malpractice and really it's just like, dude's just a piece of shit. Because I don't know. If I can get 10K from this fucking terrible situation, then I'm gonna try and get 10K from this situation. Or more, obviously, but like... Like, is anything like what we've heard? He just sounds like a big piece of shit. Yeah. I mean, there is no question there. Literally, like I said, it has a reputation with people in the county, like law in the county. Has a reputation for being a piece of shit. the detail of it is this just the piece of shitness, or is this entrapment, malpractice? Is this pursuable to get a settlement?
Thank you for
Or is
completing
this only
today's
like
commissions.
just put
Here
in a
is your
complaint about it? Because I'm gonna put in a complaint about it. I will write as long of an essay as I need to get my point across. Especially if it took the lawyer 10 minutes to look at my file and send me the fuck home. Like that, I've been thinking about it a lot. Obviously, it's a big deal for me. I can't imagine my lawyer would ever make that decision and even say that. Not just be like, you have a new date. I can't imagine she would ever tell me that without... Okay, I am confident that this is getting dropped. Like, why would she tell me that, right? That'd be kind of a fucked up thing to do. Give me that... Whisper that in my ear and then turn around and we have to go to fucking court about it. We have to go to trial. She's just letting you live some extra freedom before you go away for 10 years. Oh, gosh. Yeah, bro, when he goes, the judge, I heard him a few times say, the maximum sentence for this would be up to 5 years in prison. And I'm like... Now, I'm not getting that. Absolutely not. That would be 3 strikes and way over the legal limit for, like, a call like that, right? Or probably even more than 3 strikes. What? It's still scaly. Unless you have something to do with it. Clipping all the times. Clipping me doing this. Guess who's a special witness? Yes. Hills have mud here. Abel is a perpetual drinker. He goes out and parties all the time. Talks about how he drives home drunk all the time. I don't. For legal reasons, that's a joke. That's a meme.
Ad Astra Abyssal.
Look, here he is showing off his several glasses of wine multiple times on one stream. Bro, you know what's crazy is I have 2 bonus characters in Sumeru, but there's only 1 financial and 0 rocks. Add ashtray abasqua. Let's try this. Sumeru, no rocks. Time consumed. Cool. Do I have anybody here? No. Do I have anybody here? No. Do I have... I mean, the answer is already no. God dang it, Jehoda! Why do you must be useless? Not really. Is Jehoda, like, really good, or is she, like... I'm gonna need Nod Cry characters to really utilize Jehoda? I guess I didn't read enough about her. Party's moon sign will increase by 1 level. That's a Nod Cry thing. Triggers healing on an active team member if that character's HP is above 70%. Their elemental mastery will increase by 100 for 6 seconds. That's pretty good. effect. Okay, so it does a thing based on the characters in there. She'd be good with Yansan. Oh, Bam Bam. One of these freaking characters. Yansan, the dashing girl. I imagine it's like Yansan Flynn's Jehoda. I guess Nefer moves around a lot, right? Does that count as the movement that Yansan wants? Do I have an agenda right now? Oh, I did go get those things for the weapon. No! Slingshot. Craftable amount, 6. What is it, the friggin' candlestick? My weapons are reinforced with candlesticks. Give me the same bonus. Yeah! That's what I fucking like! Oh my god, not the whooper bloopers. Why does everything need whooper bloopers? Fuck, I don't even know where they are. Could just... Oh, there they are, I saw it. That ratio actually adds up. I don't want to refund. I want to duplicate. 9.
What could the
I know, they're the worst things ever to track. No, I meant like a weapon, a newer-ish, in the grand scheme, weapon. Still fucking taking whooper schlooper. Dumbass whooper fucking dick fuck. I can craft 2 goblets. I can craft 6 of these. And I can craft 3 of those. I could go for duplication on the goblet. You have to go fishing for this fucking shit? What is it, non-cry? Oh, phlogiston. Oh, great, another... Bro, can they not
Let them do
make
as they please.
clanker fish? Why is everyone making clanker fish? Accumulate a total of 1200 die prestige. We could do that in the next 3 days. Get 1500. Yeah. Kind of plowing through this battle pass. Be nice if they made more levels. Give you like overkill levels with like blue pulls. Or books. Like 10 books. That's what I think. You hit 50 you have 60 levels of overkill levels. So you, no, 10 levels up to 60. But it's the premium track, or it's both tracks. You get 2 on the free, and you get 8 on the premium. You get 10, 10, 10 for 10 levels. So you get 100 books at the end of the battle pass. I guess I do have a lot of blue books. 1200 is pretty good. What was it? Venti? I still need to... I need to hit this tomorrow. I can make 15 of those. We're chilling. All I need to do is homework. I need to do his homework. Official's homework. And Durin Stan's homework. They're quick, just get them out of the way. Alright, bet. I'm just trying to catch up. Very slowly, trying to catch up the story quest so I can capitalize on this shit. Because I missed the last one because I'm just, you know, behind. But buffs. Okay, you're right. You're right. You're right. Bro, but that Divinity fucking trailer, Mud. Holy shit. This shit actually is like in my head, rent free. I was like Ascension Challenge. Fucking TCG, kiss my ass. Do you get primos from Ascension from TCG stuff? Surprised you still have spaces about things to think about in there with everything going on. They're just layered. Just layered, you know. Multiple stacks. I'm building stacks, alright? You gotta build up those stacks. I don't know if that hits on Deadlock. Because you wouldn't I mean, it still hits on Genshin and stuff. I mean, the grand premise is there, but building stacks hits so hard on Smite. Like, for Smite players. Because there's certain items that take, like, 70 stacks to max out and to capitalize on. So, basically, imagine you're fighting, right? And this spear, like, you hit the 7 stacks, right? But those building stacks on Smite is like an early game loss a little bit for a late game capital. Like, big gain late game. But you're kind of putting yourself behind on your opponent if you go with stack items. So you kind of want to play a little more passively for the early to mid game, and then late mid and then late game, you're like, okay, let's get fucking crazy because my damage is really high. Especially if you go double stack item. But then you'll be in lane, and then the jungler will come and do the buffs, and then they'll come to wave and fucking kill the wave with you there. Nor if you're not there, then they're just stealing your XP, and that's fucking big no-no. But if you're there, then you're sharing the XP. It's not as big of a deal. But if you're building stacks and they come up and you have to last hit the wave, and you're like, bro, I'm building stacks. And people that get tilted about it go, I'm building stacks, I'm building stacks, I'm building stacks. Just re-VVS it. So, there you go. There's the lore of me thinking that was really amusing, the building stacks part. For the time being, there aren't positions like that. It's just 6v6, and they try to balance what each team has. Okay. So it's more like... How Deadlock works is you share the souls that pop up, and you can confirm the souls above the minions, or deny and steal part of it from the enemies. Yes. Okay, yes, interesting. Slightly above my head, but... Not everyone is just sharing, as are the souls of the minions when you kill them. So do you, like, build up the souls and then spend them on either your minions or the fighting the enemies or whatever? Oh gosh, I'm asking deep questions about a MOBA, knowing that the intricacies of a fucking MOBA are too hard to explain like this. Oh, souls are money. Okay. So the souls that you harvest are your currency?
Whoa! This is way too many books!
Okay.
Considering this
And that's how you
library
get items and
organizing
shit.
job is classified
Oh
as
gosh,
a
I'm so
premium
cold.
commission, I'm on key mentally prepared, you know?
Bro, moving between these two Paimon voices is really weird. Surprised they didn't just deactivate all... Well, that would really fuck things up, I guess. I mean, it would make fishing a lot better, but I guess story-wise, the amount of talking she does in the Archon quest, it would kind of be like, okay, what's going on?
But seeing it in person is...
Oh yeah, we still have to do the Wuthering Waves account.
Why, if it isn't Cutie and Paimon. What brings you back to Mondstadt?
Beauty and Paimon. Thank you, Lisa. Gosh, Kenny should be here right now. Where the hell is Kason? I'm gonna take a picture of this. Tried to type I tried to tab out of Guild Wars and type LOL and almost turned on Shields mode, all because of Lisa. Oh man.
You missed me so much, you just had to come visit. Is that it?
Stream just goes into lockdown because mommy comes on screen. Just wait, his fucking icon is green. Bro's gonna see it in the next 2 minutes and he'll be here. You miss me so much, you just had to... Bro, the fucking stray hair that poked me in the eye is back. Get out of here, bro. I'd pluck it, but you know, we got a limited amount. They do reimburse, but the reimbursement's a little slow. Slow on the uptake, so.
You've become quite the flatterer since we last saw each other, haven't you?
Why is this the one character? Like, there's like... This is there's like sometimes you're like but this is the one character that is just so charged. Get it? Because she's Electro. Like everything is just like it's all about. It's all about. All right.
We were starting to think you were clocking in today.
Clocking in today.
Well, I wasn't planning to. But then, Catherine mentioned someone had finally accepted an important commission for the library. So I came to check on things.
Bro, this lady came in on her day off. Because she heard I was coming with her lace stockings.
Might
What
you
the hell?
both be
I'm
here
reading
for
too
that
much into
very
it, obviously.
commission
But...
by any chance? Ah, music to my ears. Now, as you can see, a certain
Oh, it was her
anonymous
commission.
benefactor has
Okay, never mind.
donated a large amount of books to us. Imagine my surprise when a glance down the book list revealed that each one would be an entirely new addition to our collection.
We are reading a little far into it. Each one would be an entirely new addition to
There are
our
books
collection.
of all different kinds, including quite a few that are banned.
Banned books?
I know. So this wasn't an odd
50
job
Shades
I
of
could
Grey
trust
showed up
just
in the
anyone.
funniest bookstore.
And sorting them myself? My, what a headache that would be. It would take ages. All that to say, I'm very relieved to see you here.
So she just commissioned someone to do her job for her. She must get paid, bro. She must. Lisa makes bank. She's literally the resident librarian, and she goes and pays someone to librarian for her. Bro, how much does a librarian make here? Yes, I said that
I would
wrong.
treat you to some tea, of course, but looking at the state of this place, perhaps another time, yes?
Oh, man. The guilty grape juice is pretty delicious, isn't it?
Don't worry. Just leave the commission to us.
You're as sweet as ever, Paimon. Well then, good luck in here. I'll leave you to it.
Watch her walk off. Kisan would have watched her walk off. Did he respond?
Finally, we made it to the last
He didn't. He must be. He's either passed out or he's making food right now.
What even are some of these books? A Hilichurl's Guide to Running for Your Life? Do Hilichurls even read? Oh, and Basics of Whopper Flower Cultivation. Who'd grow one of those, anyway? And what's this one? The Little Witch's Dictionary? Huh. That title's kind of suspicious. And didn't we already sort this area? Did you notice it earlier?
This is how they built the story here. They just turn around and there's one glowing book with a fucking rotating astral thing on attached to it. Like, oh, this one's a little weird. I don't know. These books are strange, but this one's a little weird. I don't know. I can't put my finger on it.
Yoo-hoo! Looking for me?
Ah, yes. I'm assuming Alice is gonna be Pyro.
You must not have noticed, Paimon.
You think we're gonna have all the Hexerai ladies, and they're gonna release with a Hexerai buff, and they're gonna be fucking broken?
What? Ugh, Paimon knew that book had issues.
Have you ever read the storybook The Little Witch and the Undying Fire by any chance? No matter. At least in name, this book was written as a dictionary for the other one. The actual contents of the two aren't related at all, though.
Bro, you know what was nice? My table asked for a bottle of Chianti, and they ordered the cheaper one, and we were out. So I brought them the expensive one. It was like a $13 difference, but
That explanation makes things even more confusing.
that is what, 20% of $10? $2? That's plus $2 for Abel.
Oh dear. Where should I begin?
I showed it to him. I said, "Hey, we're out of the Bonfi Chianti, but we do have the Asiano Chianti. Would you like to do this one?" He said, "Ish." It was an older couple, and they tipped 25%. I don't think they were worried about money.
Namely, that in Mondstadt's greatest time of need, the mages
It was actually the
return
first
and
thing they said.
lend their aid to the nation.
They didn't ask for anything else. They said, "We want to do a bottle of Chianti, please." I was like, "Oh, okay. I don't have to even try to sell you anything."
Waiting around for danger to descend upon the land isn't exactly our style. Rather than a scenario where we jump in and save the day out of nowhere.
Oh, you know what
it
was
makes
also
more
nice?
sense to lay the groundwork over time.
Can you shut
how Em
up
put
with
it.
your voice? I had a table order like a $50 Maomi bottle, or like Pinot Noir. I don't think they wanted a different Pinot, but we were out of that Pinot, and I was like, "I'm sorry, sir, we're out of the La Crema." It was La Crema. "I'm sorry, sir, we're out of the La Crema. Is there another Pinot Noir you'd like?" And he's like, "Don't you have Camus? Let's just get Camus." I was like, bro went from a $53 or something bottle to a $115 bottle. It's like, God bless corporate cards. God bless
Besides,
business
who
dinners,
knows when
bro.
such a crisis could occur?
It's so
It could
beautiful.
Be in the next life, or even tomorrow. Preparation is crucial. So, I gathered the mages together to write this dictionary. Of course, it had to be under the guise of being related to that storybook. Otherwise, I would never have been able to get them in one place. Well, we looked into Barbie's scryglass and came up with a
You know, this
series
thing's
of
nice and
tests
cute, but
tailor-made for the people of Mondstadt.
whenever the
They're
world
all in
related
this
to these
dictionary.
creatures comes out, or the country, the nation, we're gonna be beating the shit out of these little fuckers. And it's gonna be drop like tufts of hair or something as we
Striving
upgrade.
toward a
material.
common goal, overcoming obstacles alongside trusted companions, becoming better versions of ourselves. That is the best defense against what dangers could lie ahead.
Oh, you make it sound like something bad is actually about to happen.
Now, I never said that. But still, we are talking about trusted companions here, Paimon. And when we speak of a person who could be considered a friend to all in Mondstadt, I'm afraid the pool of options consists of but one.
Wait, the huge book donation? That was just an excuse to get us here, wasn't it? We had to spend ages sorting through them, you know?
Oh dear, I never could have imagined you would need to go to such trouble.
Uh-huh. Sure you didn't.
Well, this is an important book. I couldn't just bring it into Teyvat without taking any precautions.
Very important book.
Much better to hide it in plain sight, you see. That's why I donated all those other books to the library. Besides, it's not like this is a bad thing. Just think of it as an excuse to reunite with old friends, and as a favor to your dear Aunt Alice.
Okay. If the goal is to help the people of Mondstadt, then we're in. We'll take the dictionary. And the next time we run into our friends, we'll pass your tasks and stuff along, okay?
Wonderful. Then I'll let you get to it. Have fun!
And then Lisa comes right in. Complete Witch's homework related quests to unlock additional talents for the corresponding characters. Certain characters' skills and constellation effects will also change. Each Witch's homework. Thank you for librarianing for me. Obtain the corresponding character and increase their level to 70 to unlock their related quests. Well, sorry, Sucrose. You ain't getting shit. Oh. Officials definitely C6. Oh, Jesus. Right? Yeah. Sucrose is C6. The last one would be 0. Okay, we either go for the pull or the C1 razor. I feel like it's probably just the C1, right? What do you think is better, Mud? I know it's my choice, but picking up an elemental orb or particle increases razor damage by 10%. Every 10 seconds, Razor Sword charges up, causing the next normal attack to release lightning that deals 100% of Razor's attack as electro damage. Razor is not using Lightning Fang. Lightning Strike on an opponent will grant Razor an Electro Sigil for Claw and Thunder. Right, but this could give me a pull for Venti's bow. Let's just fucking get the constellation. Hey, we got half a pull. We got 40%, I should say. Ah, okay. I don't know what you just tried to do, but let's not threaten me with your claws of hell. Gusha Biat? Where's learning brain rot? In the library, of all things? Oops. I shan't be in here. Okay, vintage. Can I just leave? God bless.
Oh, you finished sorting already? That went much faster than I expected. Now then, what would you like in return, cutie? You freed up my whole afternoon helping me with that. How about we spend it together?
Taking another picture. I'd like to ask about these books.
So you noticed too. Such strange names, and even stranger contents. Not to
Stranger
mention,
Things.
this is the largest library in northern Tevat, and I didn't recognize a single title on the list. I just don't see how that's possible. Unless...
Actually, we just ran into...
Trouble, I presume? I think I'll steer clear if it's all the same to you. Besides, if a book exists in this world, then there's a place for them in this library.
I think this is funny, like with the lore wise, that they're like shelled out the buffs and then they're like, Lisa doesn't give a fuck. We're just gonna keep Lisa as
Better for them to
aggravate
remain
viable
here than end up in the hands of someone
and nothing
more
else.
Suspect.
An option to elevate one of their oldest characters that has a witch hat and is a conventional mage? Nah.
Anyway,
She's gonna
here's
say
your
no.
payment. Thanks again for all the help.
Please be quiet within the premises and refrain from making a racket.
I know?
Figured it out. I had questions, but I answered myself.
Access denied.
Into the wind.
I'll take that as a yes then.
Okay.
Finally, you're here! Do you have a message for me from someone by any chance? There's not a single prophecy about you in that dictionary. That's what you were about to say, right?
Yeah, the mages wanted me to come see you anyway, though.
Oh? One moment then. Your curiosity seems as strong as ever, Barbeloth. Alas, my future will have to remain absent from your dictionary. The wind may be happy to let dandelions trace its form and have poets sing it into verse, but to be contained is hardly its nature. So, dear Barbeloth, please do set your pen down. Words heard on the wind are not meant to be recorded on the page. If you're truly interested in this legend, allow me to fashion it into a poem. I'll be sure to share it with you ladies at our next tea party.
Barbeloth.
Barbeloth has always been a reasonable person, and I believe she heard my request. As such, our conversation should be free from interruptions for now. Wait! Barbeloth was listening in just now? Paimon didn't notice a thing! Well, she is a Hex and Circle mage. They all have quite a few tricks up their sleeves. Still, you noticed right away and even got her to leave us alone. Doesn't that make you the real master at cards here?
No, it's Lenny.
Given the various practical factors at play, I'd call myself a master with limits. There you go, being all secretive again. Well, anyway, There wasn't a single thing about you in that dictionary.
You just told me to come
You
here and
being
wait.
here is enough. Barbeloth's prophecy concerning me may be incomplete, but it's not incorrect. There's something I need to do, and I could indeed use your help.
What is it? You can count on me.
Trusty as always. In that case, could you play a song with me later?
Was that all you needed to do?
That's all. But don't worry, this isn't a performance to decide the fate of some consequential event. It's just a duet between friends. The last time I played this song, the howling gale was my sole audience, and the notes scattered in all directions, leaving only fragments of the melody behind. But now, with a friend like you by my side, why should the wind alone bear witness to this music? Besides, I think my hands will be just that much steadier, playing alongside.
Well, yeah, if you stop drinking.
That's all I ask. Now, let's head to the performance venue. If we follow the breeze, we'll be there in no time. All right, let's get going. Check your lungs and let the winds lead the way.
That's funny.
No need to hold your breath. In and out. Easy does it.
That's kind of crazy because I don't remember breathing for the last
So we won't run into
chunk of time. Let me get those Cecilias. I need to re-up a little bit. An island! A new island that I've never been to before, chat. I wonder how many primos are on it.
It's just a little ocean spray. You won't get soaked. Ah, the delightful sea breeze. Go on, breathe it in.
I mean, I've probably been here.
We're almost there.
Yeah, I've been here. The Traveler's Echo. Except it's just Venti's Echo.
Huh. This island looks kind of familiar.
The Fontaine swimming animation. Reused assets. What are we? Kingdom Come Deliverance 2?
Not always. It was once an isle like any other. An ordinary, unassuming aggregation of sand and gravel.
People are questioning. Oh, yeah, the conversation is now veered into E33 not being an indie game. Apparently, people, I don't know what these claims are, but apparently it's backed by some multi-millionaire guy or something like that.
That is, until seeds of stories were brought here by the wind and cultivated by time.
So now that
And
E33
in
is
due
one,
course,
it's
the
no
wind
longer
brought forth new tales, and time caused them to grow into legends.
And then they used Baldur's Gate as a reference. And I'm not gonna sit here and be like, okay, well, Larian is absolutely truly indie, but Larian, within their success before Baldur's Gate, was not like what we call like the AAA scene. You know what I'm saying? At least in my opinion. Like, I just never saw Larian as this like monolith on the fucking gaming scene like we have with EA, with Bethesda, with Activision, with Blizzard. Like you know, yeah, like Baldur's Gate, sure, it's ascending them into that world, I would say, but before Baldur's Gate 3, really? Like, I mean, Divinity 2 is not some like world-renowned, everyone knows about it situation. None of their games were really. I would argue a pretty niche video game with a limited fans, as successful as they are. Like, way more adopters of Baldur's Gate 3 because of the hype, because of the skill in making it, because of all of that. But I don't... Before that, I mean, I guess you could say the same, like, into Divinity 2 probably adopted a lot of new fans comparatively, but still. They were actually really close to shutting down. Larian was before Baldur's Gate. Damn. That's a fucking... Oh, okay. So they were really close, and then Divinity was a cult success. Okay. So, like, Divinity 2 saved them like crazy, or Divinity 1? Because don't they have, like, other Divinity... Is it you that told me this? Sorry. They have, like, other Divinity games other than, like, 1 and 2? I think 1, then they funded 2. So 1 saved them, they funded 2. 2 propelled them, then Baldur's Gate 3 fucking skyrocketed them. But in that same conversation, we aren't talking about fucking, like, I don't know, CD Projekt Red even. With Witcher 3 into Cyberpunk. Like, that's a AAA transition, in my opinion. Witcher 1 and 2 being successful, Witcher 3 being extremely successful into Cyberpunk project. Now, I would put Project Red in the still not in the upper echelons, but in the AAA world. Like, CD Projekt Red is nowhere near as valuable as EA and Bethesda. Sorry, in the words of all the upset people, biased, yeah. There is a level of that, but I mean, I would put that conversation as a comparative value of Divinity 2 into Baldur's Gate 3 in the same way that you would... maybe not. Baldur's Gate 3's success story is way better than Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Okay, I'll say this. I think any game that can any company that can very comfortably fund their next game is no longer an indie studio because of their previous game. I think a company that releases a game with very limited marketing, heavily on word of mouth, heavily on the skill that they practiced, just jumping into the market, can be considered indie. I don't care how much fucking money. I don't care about there being a guy that backed it with millions. I don't care. Because millions is like the bare minimum it takes to make a game on that scale. Because otherwise, we've got, not to throw shade, we've got games like Peak. We've got games like Repo. Minimal graphics, fun gameplay, nice little cute projects that actually end up being really entertaining and really good. But when you get into the minimum requirement to make a large-scale game, you're looking at millions. Like Clair Obscur. Now, do I think that Sandfall is going to maintain the indie reputation? No. I think that there's going to be a ridiculous amount of people waiting on Sandfall's next project. And they are going to make a ridiculous amount of money. And it's going to be very well deserved. Okay? Extremely well deserved. Because that fucking team is amazing. And actually, I feel sad. Like, not sad, but I feel sorry for the amount of fucking discourse they have to deal with. Like, they can't... Bro, these poor people... They can't even get on there and... Like, they open social media and all they get is like probably people adding them all the time about just shit talking, threatening. You stole from my Death Stranding. Okay, if we could corpo talk anything, that's fucking Kojima, is it not? It's like being mad that Todd Howard's game didn't win awards, and then you go shit talk Claire Obscure people. I can't believe you stole the best RPG from Kingdom Come Deliverance. Oh, shut the fuck up. Make Kingdom Come Deliverance better, bitch.
So with that,
Goofy ass
allow me to
motherfuckers.
welcome you in truth to this island favored by time.
All that to say, I claimed last year was rigged, so take my rant with a grain of salt. I think Sony paid out the fucking Game Awards to get Astrobot as the winner. Actually, I would even venture to say that they didn't, and I would say that the panel is just so fucking unbelievably non-gamer world that they voted Astrobot because it was cute. Like, it's really not outside of the realm of thought that Sony pitched some money to Rolling Stone, pitched some money to Variety, pitched some money to PC Gamer. It was like, hey, you know, our game Astrobot's in the runnings for Game of the Year. I'd love to buy some stock from you and then sell it back to you. Just keep that in mind. You know, I know you're on the panel to vote. Just letting you know.
This is the place where time and wind met in the distant past.
In a magical world, that doesn't happen. But in the reality that we live in, I fully well believe that does happen. Easily. Hey, Jeff Keighley. You've got a really cool project here. You've got this Game Awards. It's been pulling in a lot of viewership. It's been pulling in a lot of notoriety. We could help you with that. We could help build interest. But, hey, I mean, you know, Astrobot's in there in Game of the Year possibilities.
Whoa. You suddenly sound so serious, Tone Deaf Bard. Paimon's not sure she's following this conversation anymore either.
I think in the final thoughts of, and obviously this isn't going to be the last time we talk about it because it's a big deal right now. The final thoughts of, I was just thinking about it. I was thinking like, okay, there's one thing that I'm probably never ever going to end up playing Astrobot. So I can't with full authority say Wukong was a better game. I will very strongly say Wukong was a better game and it should have won by comparison. In this scenario, what I can with utmost confidence say is that Claire Obscure Expedition 33 is in a completely different echelon, a completely different tier list than something like Wukong. And so the conversation that we're having in comparison is when I eventually play Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, I will have a great amount of fun. I know that I will enjoy that game. I know that I will be very mad at that game. I know that my final thoughts will probably be that it's a phenomenal game. But I can also say that I do not think that there is a game out there that came out this year that will wow and amaze and it just chill bump, fucking goosebumps, like the whole shebang me as much as Claire Obscure did. Beyond a shadow of a doubt, I can say that. With bias. but also being a pretty practical, leaving my opinions and brain open pretty well. As good as I think Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is, and I have all year, I have been saying Kingdom Come can still be in that conversation. I am sitting here right now and saying I can with 90% certainty, almost complete certainty, maybe even more than 90%, tell you that I do not think that Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 will wow me in the way that Clair Obscur did. I do not think in 10 years people will be talking about Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 in the way that people will be talking about Clair Obscur Expedition 33. And I think that that is what sets Clair Obscur aside from anything else that came out this year.
Fret not, dear Paimon. The best stories always start with a bit of suspense and intrigue.
Sorry, KCD fans. Sorry, Sauce Sire.
Once upon a time, I summoned the first winds of freedom on behalf of Mondstadt's people. With the aid of those winds, liberty was returned to all who were owed it. But forceful gales like that are most suited to wiping things clean, not helping things grow.
Because I like, okay, the Kingdom Come Deliverance 1 gameplay and the everything about it, the experience was good. It was good, but it wasn't like
people in times of need without knocking them off their feet.
it just wasn't. It wasn't the same experience as experiencing Elden Ring for the first time, or experiencing Baldur's Gate 3, or experiencing Cyberpunk for the second time. I'm sorry, but it just wasn't the same experience. It wasn't in the same tier list. Wandering the halls of Hollow Knight for the first time, in comparison to traveling around in Kingdom Come for the first time, I'm sorry, but these are not the same fucking conversations we're having.
Shadows gather in the distance. I'm sure you felt it too.
The most compelling thing about Kingdom Come was really that it was so difficult. Or like the Zero to Hero part, I would say. Being like, oh, well, you are a fucking peasant. Don't get me wrong, too, because I enjoyed KCD as well, but why is this small dude from Skalitz being recognized all over the world? Henry's come to see us! Some random-ass dude 60 miles away in the forest. Yeah, like, I mean, let's talk about that a little bit. That's a fucking plot hole. Does blacksmith's son, bastard child, peasant motherfucker from Skalitz really know people from... Like, nobody knows people from 60 miles away. And assumably, in KCD 2, sorry, these people don't fucking know Henry. Like, even looking at the map, yeah, like, maybe the next town over, another peasant knows who Henry is. In no fucking world does anybody else know who Henry is. Because it takes a whole ass fortnight to travel that far. And then you're not remembering some fucker. Well, there's so few people. I guess there's like, you know, it's like 37 people to a town. So maybe. But no, I mean, people know the blacksmith. They're not going to know the blacksmith's son that wakes up late with because he fucking was doing shenanigans with his bros. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry. It's just not. Kingdom Come Deliverance is a great game. It's just not the banger for a limited amount of people. Again, Well, not again. Gaming in all is very subjective. There are people that are like, you play Genshin? You play Genshin? And then I'm sitting here like, stop asking me, coworker, to play Fortnite with you. I'm not going to play Fortnite. I don't ever want to play Fortnite. I have zero interest. But that fucking guy likes Fortnite a lot. And I'm sitting here playing Genshin
I've heard about the
every single night
face-off with
for the
the
last
ruler of death,
month,
Renova,
2 months,
and
whatever.
what happened to the VENTIIII Harbinger, the captain.
Unrelated, but related and inappropriate.
And that's not even mentioning how abyssal activity has
Some
been
people I used
encroaching
to
closer
know
and
would
closer
ask
to
others if they
Mindset.
wanted to play Fortnite, but saying, "Are you horny for Fortnite?" If they wanted, people I used to know would ask others if they wanted to play Fortnite by saying, "Are you horny for Fortnite?"
I fear the impending crisis may be beyond what humans alone can solve.
Yeah, that's a little icky.
In light of that, I need to be prepared.
That's a little icky, I'll be
It is
honest.
the Animal Archon's duty to intervene in times of need. As such, I, Barbados, will bring forth a wind strong enough to disperse whatever storm lies ahead.
I don't know, man. Yeah, I'll probably pass. I'll pass.
But if I whip up a gale of such strength in
I think
Mondstadt
that kind of
City,
joke is like okay
it
in
would
a
just
game
turn
like
the place
this, but
upside
like
down. Clothes, hats, the flowers.
in a
that
game
rest
where
on
you can
people's
just queue
balconies.
up with fucking 8-year-olds and 12-year-olds and you're saying shit like that.
That's why I chose to do it here. The place where I once offered an ode to time. Who knows? Perhaps time shows this island special favor precisely on account of my lovely, lovely music.
Oh my gosh, I almost just choked.
Wait, so is this place really that special? It sure doesn't look like it. There's a tide that ebbs and flows, and a bunch of birds that come and go. It just seems normal.
Time's impact on things isn't limited to what the eye can see. Think of it like a ripe sunsetia. If the outer peel remains intact,
All that
it's nearly
conversation makes me want to
impossible for
like
the average person
look
to
at
tell whether
more
the fruit inside is ripe.
unfriendly opinions of fucking. It's kind of interesting to watch people have like silly opinions of these things. How the oh really literally it's just like the 4th post. How the fuck did this shit win Game of the Year? If your character gets wet, the blood doesn't wash off and his clothes doesn't get wet. Absolutely garbage. 0 out of 10. This lack of detail ruins games because it shows the devs don't care about quality. When literally the blood and damage on the character is an indication of their health bar. The whole point is that they're bloody because they fucking have low HP, not because they're fucking. They're probably joking because of the context and how easily people are taking things out of context. All right. I'm over it. Couldn't find any more.
Even the
I got
tiniest
my
hole
one.
in said peel will cause the fruit to rot, starting from that spot. Nestled in the hands of time, not one blemish marks this island's peel. Thus, time's influence on
Oh
its
my
very
gosh.
essence remains hidden to
Bro.
all.
I got to work and I got a table. Or no, I was at work. And I get calls from my mom. I'm like, oh gosh, what does she want? It's like 2 calls in a row. So it's important. So I call her back. And she goes, hey, our neighbor's calling us about a dog on the loose. My mom's in the mountains. Or was at the time. She came back this afternoon. And as I've stated in the past, my dog is notoriously scared of anybody that isn't me or my mother or my father. So you can imagine that my next door neighbor, us asking her to try and get the dog back in the house, is quite the problem of doing. So apparently, my door blew open after I left because it was cold and it was windy, and it's so cold that the doorknob and the little you know, the mechanism doesn't go all the way in right now, so it doesn't secure itself. So you could just go like this and the door will fucking open. And so apparently it just blew open. And she was running about in our yard, in our immediate yard and whatever. All loose and loosey-goosey willy-nilly for like hours because the lady couldn't get her inside. Every time she got near her... Look at this thing. Look how tired she is. She hasn't fucking moved. Normally, she would have gotten up a few times to come see me.
At the
She's
most
such a bad
fundamental
girl.
level, of course. All things that lack time's favor will be erased at some point.
So my poor neighbor on her day off had to, like... I mean, it probably wasn't that. She was probably worried about my dog, you know, because she's a kind lady. She has to go fucking, like, try and wrangle this damn dog that won't... I mean, my dog will not... If she has the freedom of it, she won't let you within, like, 15 feet of her.
But with the power that remains here,
She'll just
I can leverage
keep
time
avoiding.
to draw a boundary around the wind. That way, the outside world won't notice a thing, no matter how powerful of a gale I whip up here. Of course, as the one requesting help, I should offer something in return. That's why, just let me know when you're ready. Oh, and I can lend you an instrument if you need one. Great. Let's get started.
I had to think about it for a second. D. A little pizzazz in that one.
Looks like our music has moved some in our audience to step on stage. But that's against concert rules, so let's usher them out. I understand your love for music, of course.
Oh,
Now,
yeah.
I'm going to have you leave the premises. Everybody stand! Brace yourself. Time for takeoff. All right, that should do it.
This is gonna
That was an
playing as
exquisite
Venti is gonna be
performance,
so
traveler.
fucking
Thank
fun.
you.
My ultimate is so crazy. It being one of the oldest ultimates in the game, of course, but
Ah, don't worry. That power was mine and mine alone.
How much money did you
external
drop
help
today?
was involved.
0. But we did get the character I was trying to get. 6-7. Someone donated $200 worth of fucking currency.
So that it might play melodies
As a Christmas
lovelier
gift.
Still.
The freaking goat, bro.
So you do have some tricks up your sleeve. What else are you hiding?
Open the wallet. I mean, I could. I'm not like I have. Just like I'm responsible. Not to say spending money on Genshin is irresponsible. Spend money on Genshin as responsible as you want, but I don't need to right now.
How many tricks could I possibly have? I only have
Wow, gestures a chord. I don't know why.
You know that's not what Paimon meant, Tone Deaf Bard.
I have a feeling the wind is gonna be pretty strong today. We should head back to Mondstadt and tell people
Oh, why is
to
it so
hold on to
cold?
their
I'm shaking. This little furnace isn't even helping. Yes. It was at 71. You know what the temperature is outside right now? Cold advisory. You know what the temp... Oh my god, it dropped even more. I was about to tell you. And it dropped even further. It's 18 degrees outside. I don't know what the feels like is, but in North Carolina, the feels like is usually worse. 17, my bad. Feels like 12. Minus 14 degree from the average daily high right now. The unfortunate part is temperatures like this, and then we don't get fucking rain. But we will get rain in 3 days when the temperatures are up to 60 again. Yeah. I think I turned it down a little bit because Mountain Dog and I was going to be gone all day, so I was like, I'm not going to keep the heat up. Oh, God bless. I got 3 books and 3 books. I don't think there's anything else for me to get here. Pretty sure I had done... What the hell is that? Oh. Play the Spire. Dragon Spire, I mean. Some updraft. Right about here. Bet you it's that one. Interesting. I'm Durin.
Let's.
I always look right there. Wasn't this where fucking luxurious chest was? Or just a chest in general? Maybe not luxurious.
That doesn't sound very good.
Good swordsmanship, Benny boy. How are you doing, 6-7?
Hey, Durin! So this is where you've been.
Oh, Traveler, Paimon. What are you doing here?
The real question is, what are you doing
Hi,
cooped up
teacher.
in here reading a book? The weather's nice out there, you know.
Trying to be toasty, alright?
Oh, well, ever since I've had more chances to interact with the people of Mondstadt, I've been having trouble telling when people are joking. For example, I saw a beautiful flower the last time I was at the florist, so I told the shopkeeper, and she said, "Ah, if you like these weeds so much, you should add some mint and sweet flowers and make it a bouquet." So I did as she said, and when I showed her the finished bouquet, she gave me a frankly terrifying look.
Funny, because as soon as he was talking about, not knowing when people are joking, I thought it would be a really funny interaction, Durin and Sino together. And Durin just, like, absolutely losing it to Sino's jokes. That'd be a fun little scene. You have a unique perspective, Durin. Feels like she's the one with the issue here.
Later,
No?
Albedo opined that this happened because I have trouble understanding the meaning behind words. So after I learned
Fine, Durin doesn't get to make friends, and Sino doesn't get
here and read. I was born from
support
a
for his
storybook, so I
attempts.
felt that these books might be able to teach me more about the rules of this world. And, well, I guess I lost track of time.
Oh my gosh,
So,
I can't sit still because
you
I'm so
guys want
cold.
something?
It's way too cold in these streets. Friends do often drop by just to say hi, Durin. So we're here at the... Well, so it's not just... Isn't it Wanderer who says cry louder?
Yeah, we have a message to pass
Yes.
along from Rhindaughter.
Oh, it's from Aunt Rhindaughter?
He also says, too slow. He also says, stop following me. Are you okay? Don't be nervous.
No, I'm just surprised. Rhindaughter is my mom's friend, and the mother of the dragon that once existed in my stead. I supplanted him, took the fate that should have been his. So if she dislikes me, well, I'm not sure what I'd do.
I don't think she holds it against you. Either way, you have us.
Yeah, we're here for you. But seriously, Paimon doesn't think it's anything bad.
That does make me feel better. Well, I guess I should open it.
Ah! Where are we? Did this stupid dictionary transport us to some weird place again?
My mom's scent. I sense it here.
How do you sense a scent?
Strange cat.
Rhindaughter. Oh yes, the green screen skin where the skin doesn't move with the character. Love it. Just like Skirk.
I have a message to deliver on Master Rhindaughter's behalf. Ahem.
This is the first time we're meeting, so I'm not sure how to address you. But since you're Hem's child, I suppose I'll stick with Mini Durin. Though you appear smaller than the Durin that came before you, that same strength flows through your veins, not a drop less.
The strength of a
I was
dragon.
a child of Humus,
an incomplete creation. Thus, he lacked the will to control his own strength. Yet this power was beyond what he could withstand, and so it twisted him, consumed him, thus sealing his ultimate fate. Albedo claims that you have transcended this tainted blood, becoming a being much like himself. That is his opinion. I remain unconvinced. I trust only the facts, only that which I see for myself. So take this chance, child of M. Prove yourself to me.
Where did all these monsters come from?
Is this the proof you need, Aunt Rhine-daughter? Very well. I'll show you what I can do. Turning point into the wind. Sha! The power within me is surging to the surface.
Nope.
This is getting easier. Watch out! The story has only just begun.
56K? Oh, that's trial.
Looks like Albedo wasn't mistaken after all.
Next time, maybe don't ambush us with a bunch of monsters just to prove a point.
Still, I do feel like I can control my power more freely now that we've defeated them.
After hearing about you, I prepared a technique that would seal the dark power in your blood. I had planned to take this opportunity to pass it on to you. Of course, using it comes with a price. While it would maintain your existence in Teyvat, it would also weaken your connection to this world. And you are M's child, when all is said and done. How could I allow that uncontrolled power to send you down the same path as the child who came before you? But seeing you now, it appears
My poor
concerns
one
were
hand is gonna have to be
misplaced.
cold.
M was a terrific mother.
Oh, but I'm getting
and a far
toasty
more
now.
capable
Oh my
one
gosh.
than I. And I must admit, I'm rather curious to see how far you can go.
Oh, sorry, Dumpling.
How will you, an alchemical being truly integrated with this world, find your place in human society? I've never conducted an experiment like this before. As such, you may yet hold the key to some unexpected answers.
Hey!
There we
You got one thing wrong there. Durin's not an experiment. He's our friend.
Hi, shut up, Paimon. I'm not sure I understand, but I appreciate your kindness, Aunt Rhine-daughter.
Ahem. And that's all Master Rhine-daughter has to say.
Can we get a self-introduction at least?
We're used to talking cats at this point, but one that can imitate someone else's voice? That's a first.
I don't see how that's important, but if you must know, I am Sebas, a simple butler. You're friends of Albedo, yes? Strictly speaking, I am his elder. So make no mistake, I am no ordinary cat. In fact, from a biological standpoint, I am no cat at all, but rather an alchemical being. You wouldn't consider yourself a specter simply because you float in the air like one, surely.
A specter? What are you trying to say, mister?
Oh, I know. Sabaz is implying that you are...
Maybe don't finish that thought, Durin.
Thought. Hey!
Oh, and considering how Master Rhine-daughter's message ended, I suppose this technique is useless.
Lore drop. Paimon's actually a ghost
You and
of
Father
his
Jean are
sister.
the people that can make her
I
reconsider.
mean, yeah, of
Quite the
Traveler's
impressive
sister.
feat, young man. With that done, I'll be going now. I have another message to pass along. Perhaps we'll meet again sometime.
Bing bang boom. Yeah, that was actually really. I thought the witch's homework would be like way more involved. This is very simple and easy. Fischl doesn't even combat. Maybe.
The children be up to. Never mind.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Greetings.
Hey there, Catherine! Oh, and Oz and Fischl are here too! What a coincidence!
All things in this universe must plunge into darkness. 'Tis only natural that those who seek light should cross paths in the realm of dawn.
Mein Fräulein means to say she's happy to see you both. And I feel the same. It's been quite a while, Traveler and Paimon.
You're here just in time. Yai Publishing House has a commission for you, Traveler. An editor is here
Do I
to
look
discuss the
edgy?
details in person. Much of the information was kept from the guild for business reasons. All we know is that it has something to do with the author of the Legend of the Shattered Halberd.
What? Surely you don't mean...
Wait, is this author really that important? What if we weren't here? Or if we decided not to take the commission?
In that case, it'd be a free trip to Mondstadt where one needs only pass some information along. That's an opportunity most would fight over. In any case, if the commission is of interest to you, the editor is waiting at the Good Hunter. Just look for the man dressed in Inazuman clothing.
Hold on! Halt thy steps, good traveler. Fate cast you upon the tides of the world, but not for you to stand alone in the face of its desolation. Nay, you step forth onto the path of the Immenachreich.
What mein Fräulein means to say is, she would like to go with you.
Wow, you seem really jazzed about this commission, Fischl. Do you have some kind of insider information?
I feel like if I never experienced that summer event where you get a lot of official backstory, I would be so...
Well, let's head to the Good Hunter to meet with this editor then.
So uninterested and irritated at everything Fischl. People were mentioning that. Like everything is amusing. Everything Fischl now is amusing to me, knowing all that stuff. How parts that reference these things in past events should have been terminated. Yeah, like it should have been. She's, you know, even if it was just like the hangout event or like.
Your help, should you be willing? Oh, and might I ask who this person dressed like Princess Fischl is?
Right, and it's probably like insufferable to
Pleasure
them.
of speaking to our eminent person, Fischl, Prinzessin de Vertelung.
Mein Fräulein means to say that her name is Fischl, and that she is most pleased to meet you.
Yep, this is Fischl. She's a reliable adventurer, and she's here to help.
Yeah, I, kinda got that the first time.
Okay, asshole.
Since thou hast learned my name, understand this. To speak it is to be absolved. Praise it, therefore, and thou shalt earn thine salvation.
Mein Fräulein means to say she...
Yeah, because now this is just a fucking annoying ass character.
Completely concur, my lady.
Lore absent.
Remembering names is
you know?
simply basic etiquette. And if you might
Confusing, yeah. It's just like, oh my god, what's going
I
on?
shall indeed praise your names to the heavens above.
But for those that know,
Sometimes
it's
necessary, in fact.
you know, endearing and it's not so bad.
You understood Fischl language.
Unless you just
Oz could even finish
a true official
translating.
hater, but you know.
Well, let's get down to brass tacks then. Now, have
Well,
you
I
heard
only
of the
use iron
author,
tacks.
Mr. Nine? He's famous for writing the legend of the Shattered Halberd.
Flowers.
What was that, mein Fräulein?
Flowers for Princess Fischl. That's what Mr. Nine is actually famous for.
Mein Fräulein means to say, even should the creator be cold and unmoving, the Prinzessin and her Immenachreich's resplendence might yet compel them to weep.
Well, sure. The author of Flowers for Princess Fischl, Mr. Nine. He sent a letter from Nodcry asking for help, and he seems to be in bad shape.
So ask the Adventurers Guild or a local mercenary to find him. Seems pretty simple to Paimon.
Where it's so simple. But here's the problem. We don't know anything about Mr. Nine. What he looks like, how old he is, where he's from. He's only ever communicated with us via letter, from addresses all over Teyvat. And he's never showed up to our annual meeting or events. Not once.
So, what are we supposed to do?
Well, we'll need to investigate Mr. Nine's identity, that's for sure. We did a bit of digging ourselves, and we realized that ever since completing the Shattered Halberd series, Mr. Nine's handwriting began to change. His initial editor has decided to retire to focus on his own writing.
Whatever hath once existed in this world is enshrined in the memory of the Prinzessin de Vertelung, to endure unchanging in her Immanakreich. For from the sacred primordial words flow the wellspring of all cause and consequence.
What the position
Mein
means to say.
Fräulein means to say that
Yes, we had the same idea. So, we tracked down the original manuscript of The Legend of the Shattered Halberd.
Oh man,
Bro's about to lose his job.
He missed out on this. Wait, you didn't need Oz to translate this time either, Onodera.
Osvaldo Hafnavines, hast thou perceived something?
no such Henry exists, mein Fräulein. I sense a faint, elusive resonance.
Yeah, fuck
Something
Henry.
akin to the magnetic field, gravitational force, and threads of cause and effect that surround you, mein Fräulein.
Isn't that interesting? Well, in the end, our only takeaway was that the design and craftsmanship of the paper point to it coming from Chingsa village in Liyue.
Huh. Could Mr. Nine be from Liyue then? No, wait. If we're talking authors from Chingsa village specifically... No, it couldn't be. Could it?
Chong the Ninth? Ah, I've heard of him. He won a Best New Author award for the first apprentice of Guhua.
It matters not. Though the Saint of Tears and the Saint of Atonement perform
Mr. Onodera.
I want combat!
It's great that you trust Onodera and all, but...
You speak true, mine Prinzessin. Even if Chong the Ninth doesn't turn out to be Mr. Nine, he's still an author.
Yeah.
Well, either way.
Oh, jeez, you mercy beats.
Time to go.
That'll be fun. Pretty sure all of our artifacts are like under level 10.
It doesn't look like there's anyone around we can ask either.
What about Xing
Shall
Qiao?
we wait.
Seems like that's all we can do.
Still, could his absence mean that he really is Mr. Nine, now kidnapped and sent to Nodcry? Perhaps we should have a look around his house.
Barging in without permission seems wrong. But if he really is Mr. Nine, then...
No, not here.
Oh, he's not right here? Oh, okay, good thing we checked. Oh, he's not under the table? Oh.
Just seems like a...
Nay, I, the Prinzessin, have beheld the mystery of the universe enshrined in these specks of dust. What hath been revealed is the very fount of wisdom. Ever does...
Mein Fräulein means to say, she thinks this is a clue.
Wait! It looks like the
It's all right, Paimon. Mr. Nine's most zealous fan happens to be right here. And since mein Fräulein would never do anyone harm, I'm certain the same is true of his other less avid supporters.
What is the meaning of this? I'm calling the Millilith.
Chung the Ninth! You're not dead! Or kidnapped!
What are you even talking about? Oh, wait a second. You're the ones who came here with that young lad from the Guhua clan. Yes, I remember. I'm guessing this is a misunderstanding then. The question still stands, though. What are you doing digging around my house?
Why would you stash your funds in a tree stump?
Actually,
Outside of
we
your
just
house.
wanted to know if you've ever written under the pen name Mr. Nine.
What? Not even a whole bucket of hallucinogenic mushrooms could make me that delusional. No. If I were Mr. Nine, why in the world would I enter all those writing competitions? To what? Demolish the competition from the shadows? Yes, doing a real bang-up job, aren't I? My submission's never even been selected. The classic archetype of the boy hero is outdated. That's the kind of critique I get. Even opening with a plot twist or disguising your hero as a fool is falling out of fashion. Modern readers are drawn to the boundless imagination and innovative world-building character of Mr. Nine's works.
Good point.
Besides, if I were Mr. Nine, I would have come clean the minute First Apprentice of Guhua won that award. What? That old beggarly Chong the Ninth is Mr. Nine? No, there must be some mistake. What a sight that would have been.
Yeah, and when we were here with Shinjo that one time, you talked up the legend of the Shattered Halberd a lot. If you were the one who wrote it, that'd be like Jean complimenting herself for being a good knight. It just doesn't add up.
In any case, while this gentleman isn't the Mr. Nine we're looking for, I sense
am
something of interest
half
on his
asleep.
person. It's a peculiar signature. The same threads of fate I sensed on you, mein Fräulein.
Hey, that's perfect. Once we head to Nocrai, but...
Oh, what?
No.
Why does this have to be the most
Thanks, Chong the Ninth.
egregiously drawn out nonsense in the whole fucking world?
It should be up ahead.
Wait, did something attack that seal?
Then it would seem... Oz, reveal thyself!
Into the wind. Clouds high. The birds...
Wings of darkness! Come, sever night from day!
Action!
Huh. Looks like the Sealy is showing us the way. Let's follow.
Is Sealy upside down? No, I'm upside down for some reason. My fucking brain's upside down, I guess. Might have been a Beto that doesn't have the... Oh yeah, there's a one that you didn't say.
What are you doing here?
Wait, that voice. It's Nicole. Also, that should be our line.
Ah, I see. Well, Mr. Nine is right here.
Hello.
What bizarre demarung is this? Never in 1,000 sunsets have I heard of such a thing. In truth,
Bizarre
I too
Damarung.
aspire to be an author, but I'm also partial to direct communication.
Talking is rather inconvenient by comparison, and as I'm sure you can understand, writing things down is even more tedious. I thought perhaps if I found someone with whom I could share my ideas, it might give me the same release as writing. But then those stories would never see the light of day. So, I tracked down an old Seelie friend of mine and told her all the stories I was imagining. Then, I sent her to find people with similar aspirations to write them in my stead. We even came up with several character traits to lend a certain authenticity to Mr. Nine. A receding hairline was one of them, I think.
Yep, I'm the one she roped into all this.
Come now, it was beneficial for you too. By inhabiting those authors and mobilizing... And anyway, an angel...
So you... what?
Oh, it's fine. She did it while they were sleeping. As long as the person is someone who dreams of creating worlds of their own, this inner writer within them will automatically awaken.
Wait, but what about the letter and the strange intuitions Oz has been having? Nicole sent me to monitor the situation and not cry.
As for your friend over here? Well, you see, when writing a story, it's not uncommon to incorporate certain half-true details for realism's sake.
Yeah, we've seen that before. A real curse was written into an Inazuki.
Indeed. In a similar vein, Mr. Nine's stories are full of metaphors, including one for the creation of life. We just never imagined someone would actually manage to use it.
Mein Fräulein is speechless.
It was more like 70% made up, 30% true.
Damn.
No, it was 90% made up, 10% true. I thought it was too dangerous, so I changed it. See, I knew you'd never read my books. You don't seem too surprised, Oz.
Well, I suppose I've vaguely sensed this since the beginning.
Well, once our affairs in...
I don't want to be your eyes here. Oh, but, while you're at it, could you pass a message along to that guy in Chingsa Village? I've been splitting the royalties with him 90-10. His share's been buried in his yard all these years. Wait, what do you use the Mora for? I bury it, and then lead people to the treasure. Guiding people is in our nature. Feel free to come search for my personal stash someday. I've buried it at the furthest end of the Immernachtreich.
I will. I absolutely will.
Mein Fräulein?
And,
What mein Fräulein means is, though the cosmos stretch forth in unending darkness, yet shall come an hour when all things shine.
I'm glad to hear it.
All right, that settles that. Now, I need to have a quick argument with Mr. Nine about...
absolutely not.
Oh, that's right. Just channel Mr. Nine.
Hey, Chang the Nine!
Oh? What?
About that. So, the thing is... Right. Mr. Nine really admires your work.
Wait, what? So...
Alrighty then. I gotta say, I'm quite worn to the bone. 80. I ain't got no juice for our last pull, so we'll gain some juice tomorrow, pull some tomorrow. Hopefully we'll get that bow. Maybe we get the bow, maybe we don't. I got a little package in my lap. It's a kitty. Warm kitty nestled in the warm blanket. Alright. Have a lovely day. Have a good time zone. Good morning, good evening, and good night. Thank you all for tuning into the stream. Thank you for lurking. Thanks for chatting, Mud. Appreciate it. Have a wonderful night, everybody. I'll be streaming again tomorrow night. It'll be an earlier start, hopefully, because I'm not working tomorrow. Hopefully, unless they call me. Hopefully not. All right. Have a wonderful night, everybody. Love you guys. Bye-bye.